The government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is well appraised of the level of anxiety created by the designation of our country as a country of particular concern, or CPC, by the US government, and the threats of military action by the President of the United States, following a wrong perception and misrepresentation of the security challenges in our country. The federal government has always recognized the security challenges that have beset our country since 2009 with the advent of Boko Haram and other criminal elements. Let me state at the outset that the government and people of Nigeria, the Federal Republic of Nigeria, have taken note of the position of the government of the United States of America on Nigeria over the alleged violations of religious freedom here. Nigeria faces long-standing security challenges that have impacted Christians and Muslims alike, and we mourn every loss of life, knowing that every single loss of life is one too many for this country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is more than determined to confront and end these security challenges. Since May of 2023, when he took office, Nigeria's security agencies have neutralized more than 13,500 terrorists through sustained operations, and they have arrested over 17,000 suspects who are now undergoing interrogation and prosecution for various offenses. Also, more than 9,800 victims abducted by these terrorist elements, including women and children, have been rescued and have been reintegrated with their families. It is important to restate that the menace of terrorism in Nigeria does not exclusively target any religious or ethnic group. As in many parts of the world, extremism is mindless and it is blind to religion, to class, and to any tribe. It is a war against all peace-loving Nigerians and against the unity and progress of our great country. Therefore, any narrative suggesting that the Nigerian state is failing to take action against religious attacks is based on misinformation or faulty data. Several leading personnel of the very dedicated armed forces of Nigeria and the country's intelligence agencies are Christians working and succeeding alongside their Muslim colleagues in the fight against extremists and criminals waging war against our country and against our values. Also, Nigeria's security challenge cannot be fully understood without acknowledging the volatile security situation in the Sahel region and complicating factors such as the collapse of Libya over a decade ago, flooding the region with terrorist elements. This has also led to the illegal importation of illegal weapons and firearms into Nigeria. The socio-economic dimension of the conflict in the north central, especially in Plateau and Benue State, was exacerbated by the age-long farmers-herders violent clashes, which is made worse by issues of climate change and desertification. In this regard, President Tinubu is working studiously to address the economic context in addition to creating the Ministries of Regional Development and Livestock Development, which have changed the design and framework of the way people have access to economic benefits in these areas. The hope of the administration is that this will stimulate rural economic independence and also interdependence amongst people. This, of course, is intended to provide that soft, non-kinetic approach to ensure that issues of terrorism, extremism related to these conflicts are addressed once and for all. The recent change in service chiefs by the President, which, by the way, happened even before this designation by the United States of America, and the subsequent realignment within the armed forces of Nigeria and other security agencies, reflect President Bola Tinubu's determination to reinvigorate Nigeria's security architecture. This strategic overhaul is designed to infuse fresh energy, innovation, and accountability into our national defense and intelligence systems. The mission is to deliver better results, strengthen coordination among the services, and stamp out terrorism and violent crime in every part of Nigeria. The President's directive is unequivocal to the armed forces. He said that every inch of the Nigerian territory must be secured, and every citizen must live free of fear wherever they may find themselves in this country.